Yo, yo.
Hello there.
Hello. What are you up to?
Nothing.
Yeah. Why not?
Because I'm not.
Oh, guess what?
What?
We are live not on just YouTube today, but on Twitter and Twitch.
Nice.
So, Brendan, how's your ball spending today?
Not at all.
So, welcome, mid football fans. We are back with episode 14 of our mid football review. Please hit that like and subscribe button so you are not missing an episode of the show. Also, share with your football friends. You can also leave us a comment and tell us what you think of the show. And for our new viewers, our first segment, we have the good and the bad of the football weekend. So, Brendan, I'm going to let you go first.
Injuries. Fuck them. That's all I got to say about that.
No elaboration.
Nope. Fuck
No
injuries. They suck.
fuck injuries. They suck. Well, do you want to tell me why we're saying fuck injuries?
Because that's what happens when your favorite football team has 22 injuries.
Ooh, that don't sound good.
Nope. And most of them are on defense, so.
Well, yeah. You got anything good that happened for the weekend?
Nope.
Well, I have a good thing. The Jets finally winning after almost blowing it.
That's not good.
I mean, it's good if you're a Jets fan, and I have a couple of friends that are Jets fans.
Well, the
So,
Jets suck.
well, you suck too, but I still let you live in my house. My bad, the NFL referees, and I will address that when we get into our rant section of the show, which is right now. Do you have a rant, Brendan?
Uh, Fuck Josh Allen. He's a good football player, but fuck him right now.
Yes, Haley Steinfeld's probably doing that. That's all you got?
Josh Allen's probably winning MVP, and well, he deserves it. But still, fuck him.
Okay. So, my weekly rant. Again, another show where the NFL refs are my rant. They need to start being held accountable, just like the players are. I'm to the point where I am for suspensions, fines, and I feel that the refs need to come out and face the media to answer questions about their play calling. Sunday's game against the Steelers Eagles was abysmal, and repercussions need to happen to these refs. Although Goodell is not going to do anything because he's stupid to, to the refs, I'm sure the refs are getting told, you might want to watch this game, not make these calls because it'll hurt our gambling aspects. Because I honestly think gambling has ruined sports in general. But that's a rant for another day. And then my biggest thing is it's too late after the fucking game for the damn refs to come and say, "Oh, my bad. we made the wrong call after your officiating was so fucking atrocious and you cost teams fucking games. And I will have to say that I agree with Joey Porter Jr., who said that the Eagles wide receivers were allowed to push off and the refs called nothing because the motherfuckers were blind. Stevie Wonder could have seen half of the shit that went down in that fucking game and would have called it. And he's a fucking blind man. Your calls, refs, have a direct impact on the outcome of these games, and there needs to be far more accountability for you. Not, oh, well, we're just not going to let them call the Super Bowl or playoff games. No, motherfuckers, take their pay. Kick them out of the league. I don't care. This shit needs to stop. The officiating this year has been awful.
Well,
We need you to get, this is for the NFL and the refs. Get your shit together because you fucking suck. And I would greatly appreciate it if you would fall off the dock. That's my weekly rant.
well, as the Lions fan, I know what you mean by refs fucking you. They fuck the Lions a lot. And so, yeah. So I understand your pain.
Like, literally, when you have a head coach tell a referee to get the fuck away from me, that's a problem. That's the problem. Then the ref comes out to say, oh, there was no video evidence of the Eagles player throwing fist at the Steelers player. Motherfucker, it's all over social media. Are you fucking blind? You've seen that shit. You're covering your fucking ass because you're a sorry piece of fucking shit. Okay, I'm done.
Okay.
And yes, no. I have said many times, if I was Sheila Ford Hemp, I would have fucking banners hanging in Ford Field every time I got an apology letter from the goddamn league. I would have that shit hanging on banners. Just so my fans would know how fucking stupid the refs are. Okay.
Well.
So let's talk about some college football, Brendan.
There wasn't a lot of college football.
No, but let's talk about some headlines in college football.
Bill Belichick's officially the UNC head coach.
Carolina still sucks. I'm still not a fan, even though I live in the state of North Carolina. And unfortunately, Carolina's now going to have a good football team, I'm afraid.
Yeah, no. Carolina's still gonna Carolina.
Are we sure about that?
Yes.
So next, let's talk about the Oklahoma State quarterback, Alan Bowman, who has won an appeal and will get to play his 8th year of eligibility.
He's going to the draft.
My question is the dude afraid of going to the NFL? And how the hell does one get 8 years to play college ball? Dude is a grown-ass man. What? Is he almost 30 now?
Hold on.
Playing college?
Hold on. There's your redshirt year, so that doesn't count. That gives you a 5th. They're able to add injury time, like they've done with Cam Rising. And
8 years, though?
COVID season. Yeah, because they gave people an extra year of eligibility for COVID.
So it would only technically be 3 years. You redshirt a year. You have a year where you're good enough to play.
Got hurt.
And then you have COVID. So what does this motherfucker do? Get hurt every year?
I don't watch Oklahoma State football.
I'm just asking.
But no, it's the same shit with
Dude,
Cam
get a
Rising.
real fucking job.
Well, hold on before you interrupt me. It's the same shit with Cam Rising. He's what, his 9th year?
Same thing for him. Get a fucking job.
Oh no, I agree. It's fucking stupid, but that's the fucking
But
rule.
the NCAA is fucking stupid, so that's a whole nother show for another day.
Well, I'm not disagreeing with you on that one.
So there's rumors going around that Michael Vick might become a head coach of a college team.
Yeah, Norfolk State. Already got announced.
And your thoughts on that? How do you feel about Michael Vick being a head coach? And do you think
He has
he'll do
that
good?
dog in him.
Roof, roof.
Never do that again, please. Never do that again.
Oh no, I have a lot worse. Your mom has a lot worse, don't she?
Yeah.
I think he might be a decent head coach. He does have like a football mind.
I would hope so, considering he was a good quarterback.
But I mean, like interviews I've seen when like they're talking to him about football, like he just has one of those really good football minds. So have you heard about this trophy for the Pop Tarts Bowl? It is
Yeah.
an actually functioning booster trophy where you can put Pop Tarts in and warm them up.
Yeah. The Pop Tart Bowl
This
should be
would
the
be the
national
best
championship.
marketing. This would be the best marketing tool ever if you actually sold replicas of them that actually work.
It would. And also, what would help is if this was the national championship game. Because would you not want a free toaster for the national championship? Just saying.
I'm just saying. So, transfer portal. Been a lot of discussion about it. Do you think that it needs to be changed? And do you blame the players for taking advantage of the system?
Uh, no. Because nothing the NCAA does is going to work out and people are going to bitch about it.
So these are some ideas that I've seen people floating across social media. You must sit a year if you transfer unless it's a grad transfer. Yay,
No.
nay.
No. Because then you're sitting
Recip-
out. Because then you're sitting out a whole year and that's not good for your body when it comes to playing football.
the recipient school must buy out player off of what he's making at losing school. So like a buyout clause or deal.
Um, no.
No NIL deals upfront signed.
So there's no way to fix NIL. NIL is always going to be Joel Klatt's a fucking idiot.
Why?
He wants to move the Army Navy game to the first week of the season.
Well,
No.
yeah, he's an idiot.
No.
So you think there's no way to fix the NIL deal?
No.
So my next topic for you: why are there so many unsold tickets for the first round of the college football playoffs? And you can get tickets to the following game: Clemson, Texas for $108, Tennessee, Ohio State $129, SMU and Penn State $60, and the highest one being Indiana Notre Dame at $390.
Well, that one's in state.
But why are there so many unsold tickets?
Because it's predictable. Texas is going to beat Clemson. SMU is going to beat Penn State.
Tennessee's
Notre
gonna be
Dame.
Ohio State.
Tennessee is going to beat Ohio State. Also, I find it funny that Penn State bitched about not having a night game all season, and they still don't have a night game.
Good job, Penn State. So, do you want to discuss the college playoff games?
I suppose. Which starts Friday night, actually.
So I know what we're doing. Well, shit, no, I can't watch college football Friday. Fudge.
Because Indiana plays Notre Dame Friday night at 8 o'clock on ABC. And Notre Dame is going to cause mass murder.
Fudge. I got wrestling Friday night.
Then Saturday, SMU and Penn State play at 12. So
I know what we're gonna be doing since we're having our family Christmas dinner Saturday. We're gonna be watching Penn State.
Then at 4 on TNT, Clemson plays Texas.
Yeah, 4 on Saturday. Probably gonna be watching Steelers Ravens.
Oh yeah, we got 2 Saturday games. And then Saturday night, Tennessee goes to the horseshoe, to play Ohio State.
Good old Rocky Top. I need y'all to come through.
Please. Again,
Tennessee, you got one job. One job. That's all we're asking.
I know Tennessee can win this game.
Put on maize and blue.
In a winged helmet.
Because Ohio State cannot seem to beat those colors.
But hey, fuck them. But that is your college football playoff games for this week.
You know, I'm really not excited about any of those games. Like, there's not one of those games I was like, I definitely want to be home watching.
I agree, but I'm still going to watch them.
Well, I mean, I will too. I'll probably like switch, you know, I'll probably have like, fuck. Well, I got Ring of Honor, SmackDown, Rampage on Friday. So I'll probably have something on the TV, something on the iPad, and something on the computer. Might even have to bring out your computer and watch something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But hey, shout out to our 3 viewers that we have live. Thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the show. So, time for the big boy football. The NFL.
The CFL.
The NFL.
What's wrong with the CFL?
Well, Before we get into our random topics, I just want to discuss how the NFL decided that it would trample all over the first 12-team college playoff. So, as you mentioned, you have SMU and Penn State at 12. Well, guess what? Texas Chiefs come on at 1. Clemson, Texas at
Woo-hoo!
4. The NFL is like, "Oh, we're going to hit y'all with the Ravens Steelers game at 4:30."
Breaking news coming from South Bend. Friday night, it's gonna be 31 degrees and snowing. Hell
Say
yeah.
about that. Can they send some snow down to North Carolina though? I feel like I live in goddamn Florida with it being like 70 degrees today.
I went outside in short sleeves and felt nice.
Yeah, I like it was a little windy, so I took my jacket with me this morning when I went to run errands. But I literally am in a short sleeve shirt and a pair of jeans. But anyway, we're not ranting. We're not derailing the train. We're getting into random topics. So, Brendan, as the resident Lions fan, let me give you this scenario and give me your honest, true feeling on this scenario. Picture it. Imagine this. Aiden Hutchinson gets the game winning sack in the Super Bowl. Would that single handedly be the greatest moment in Lions franchise history? With Hutch telling the guys, you just have to get there, and I promise you, I'm going to be back. There's no other way.
Hutch and Zadarius Smith come off the edge and just fuck up whatever quarterback we're playing. Absolutely. That would be fucking amazing.
So, as we begin week 16 of the NFL, this would be the draft order if the draft was to happen. The Giants at number 1, the Raiders at number 2, the Patriots at number 3, the Panthers at 4, Tennessee at 5, Jacksonville at 6, which y'all fuck that pick up, Cleveland at 7, the Jets at 8, the Bears at 9, and the Saints at 10. How you feeling about that?
The Giants would take Shador Sanders first overall because they need a quarterback. And then whoever second's getting Travis Hunter. Which later, when it gets closer to the draft, to do a mock draft.
We should. Maybe
But the
that's
draft
something we'll
isn't
look
until
into.
April. So,
Yeah, well, that's something we can look into. Right?
mm-hmm.
So, do you agree with Jason Kelsey on this statement? Take your bias out of it. Chicago has to prove they belong in the NFL.
Well, by the look of it right now, um, fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Well, shit.
Well, I can't help you. I'm not your brain.
Let's circle back.
Okay. Do you think we've seen the last of Derek Carr in 2024?
I think we've seen the last of Kirk Cousins.
Well, we're going to get to that, but we're talking about Derek Carr and his hand injury.
Yeah.
So, I want to give a shout out and a congratulations to the most famous Detroit Lion player, Dan Skipper. Not only did he catch a touchdown Sunday, but on Monday, his wife gave birth to a baby girl.
Breaking news! Mason Rudolph will start Sunday against Jacksonville.
Don't worry, Jacksonville will fucking blow it.
Well,
Anyway, we'll talk about that game when we get to it. So we know Dan Campbell is known for some quotes, but this has to be the most Dan Campbell thing ever. He was on a radio station and he said, "You get used to eating filet, but you forgot what it was like when you had nothing and you ate your fucking mold bread. Sometimes you have to get punched in the mouth. This is this a coach that you would go to war with?"
absolutely. Also, Woodward Sports was taking shots at 97.1.
Do you care to
So,
elaborate?
Woodward Sports is a YouTube radio show that's nothing about Detroit sports, and all it is rage bait and just fucking saying dumb shit on like 97.1 where they actually talk about cool shit. So yeah, and they were like, it's about time they finally get a viral clip talking about the Dan Campbell interview. Except Mike Valenti has worked for 97.1 for God knows how many years at this point.
Oh my god. I mean, he was there when you were little. So I think he was probably there before we even moved to Michigan.
And Valenti is damn good at his fucking job. He is
Yes,
one
he
of,
is.
if not the best radio sports talk host in the country. And there's a reason why Valenti has a show with Rich Eilson. Is that how you say his name? And nobody from Woodward does. So, congrats, Woodward. You still fucking suck. Continue doing your show in a fucking barbershop. That's where they do the show.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm. They do it in the barbershop on Woodward.
Oh. Okay then. So Dan Campbell also, while doing an interview with 97.1 with regards to losing to the Bills, says this is exactly what we needed. We have plenty of defensive players. We are going to find a way to get it done.
I hope.
I mean, MCDC is like the epitome of old Detroit.
Whatever works. Whatever will lead us to a Super Bowl.
So, have you seen the Bills uniforms for their Sunday against the Patriots?
Oh, you mean when New England plays New England?
Yeah, that's not going to be confusing.
Oh, who are you rooting for? New England? Oh, they're both in red. So what one's New England?
Basically, the AFC could have all number one seed and all four divisions and all three wild cards clinched by Sunday. which is why the AFC is the better conference.
No.
What you mean, no?
Would you rather have a conference where all the playoff teams are set with 2 weeks left to go, or have an interesting playoff race all the way down to the final week of the season?
Me personally, if it's my personal team, I want them to clinch as soon as possible so I don't have to have the
Oh,
stress and the
absolutely.
anxiety.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I have to worry about now is if we still win the North and if we get
And if
the
y'all
one.
can stay healthy and not lose any more players,
That too.
no offense.
That too.
So was GM of the Bears, Ryan Poles, being optimistic in 2022 when he said we're gonna take the North and never give it back?
Well, he
And was that
lied.
one of the dumbest quotes ever said by a general manager?
Yes, because he, at the time, he didn't have the team to win the North. He still doesn't have the team to win the North. And the Bears fucking suck.
Do you think this is one of the worst weeks for watching the NFL? There was like one or two good games, but not one great game.
Mm, I mean, it was pretty much a lousy week all around. The If Detroit was healthier than what they were, the Buffalo Detroit game would have been much better, in my opinion. Because when we have fucking goodwill employees on our defensive line and in our secondary, you're gonna give up a bunch of points.
Did you say goodwill employees?
I sure did.
Okay. But Brendan, let me give you some hope for your Detroit Lions. Because in 2010, your favorite team, the Green Bay Packers, had 15 guys on IR and they got a Super Bowl ring. So why not the Lions?
Because how many of those guys were defensive starters?
So why not the Lions?
How many of those guys were defensive starters?
So let's talk about the greatest kicker of all time, Chris Boswell, who only needs to make 7 field goals to set the NFL single season record for field goals made.
Oh, well, he'll get that this week against fucking Baltimore.
Also, speaking of Steeler players, my favorite Steeler, TJ Watt's 33rd forced fumble are the third most by a player in their first 8 seasons since 2000.
Nice.
So the Kansas City Chiefs released their former first round running back, Clyde Edwards Hale. I don't know if I said his name
Blair.
right. Do you think the Lions need to pick him up?
Nope, we got Craig Reynolds.
I know how much you love Cleveland. So my next question, Brendan, was the Browns' biggest mistake in the last 25 years trading away Baker Mayfield? Because when he was
Absolutely.
with Cleveland, he led the team to their first playoff win since 94, broke the NFL rookie touchdown record, ended the team's 635-day winless streak.
Oh, absolutely. Cleveland should have kept Baker and never traded for Deshaun.
And then there's rumors that the Browns are benching Jamison Winstead and starting Dorian Thompson Robinson.
DTR, UCLA legend.
Do you think it's time for the Dolphins to get a new head coach, as their head coach, Mike McDaniels, only has a 3-15 record against teams above 500?
Like I've said the whole time, he's not a good head coach. And he's not, and anybody who thinks he is fucking stupid.
So when
So,
did Max Crosby? Oh, go ahead.
go on.
So when did Max Crosby get hurt and is gonna miss the rest of the season?
He didn't. He just doesn't want to play no more.
But I thought he was loyal to the Raiders. So all of a sudden he's gonna wimp out.
Well, he might be hurt. I'm not saying he isn't. But also, your team sucks. They only have 2 wins. So there's really no point of playing anymore. And, tanking exists.
So it seems the NFL decided to enrage fans and thought it was a good idea to add commercials to the red zone coverage.
Yeah, fuck the NFL for that.
So much for your 7 straight hours of football.
What the fuck is this on ESPN right now?
I don't know. I am not watching television. So the Bears are a disaster. They lose their 8th straight game of the season after starting 4-2. Ryan Poles, their general manager, owns the 2 longest losing streaks in Bears history. 14 games in the 22-23 season and 8 games this season. Caleb Williams has taken the most sacks by a Bears quarterback in a single season at 58.
I saw an interesting stat. In Justin Fields' last 8 games with...
Oh, I got that. We're going to talk about that.
Okay, well, then let's talk about it now, because...
Hold on, let me find my notes. So, speaking of that, I feel the NFL fans owe Justin Fields an apology. As you were stating, the last 8 games with the Bears, Fields went 5-3 and a 24.5 points per game. Caleb is 0-8 with a 14.75 points per game.
And that is with a much better offense than what they gave Justin Fields, by the way.
And that goes into my next point. Would you agree that Caleb Williams is not as good as we thought he'd be right away? And what's the guy's name? Dunze is his best weapon and has been a bust so far.
Rome is near 1,500 yards, if I'm not wrong.
I'm asking your opinion on this.
Well, hold on. I want to make sure my stats are right before I say something stupid. Stats.
Well, I mean, you're opening your mouth, so you always say. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, he's second on the team in receiving yards, only behind DJ Moore. And he's at 600 in his rookie year with 3 more games left?
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't call him a bust, just Caleb Williams sucks. Now, you put Rome somewhere with a good quarterback like Detroit, okay, then he might have more yards. Or you put him in Green Bay with Jordan Love, he would have less yards than what he would have in Detroit, but more yards than what he would have in Chicago.
So the Falcons have decided to bench quarterback Kirk Cousins and will begin the Michael Penix Jr. experiment on Sunday against the Giants.
The Falcons have inserted the Penix into their system.
Is that like Michigan having an orgy in the end zone?
Mm-hmm.
Your thoughts on this?
Uh, I think it should have happened much sooner, especially with Kirk throwing like 20 interceptions. And if what Falcons sources were saying, Penix has looked better than what Cousins has done in practice. And if that's the case, why wouldn't you want the guy that looks better in practice out there on the field, winning you
Um,
games?
I think Atlanta has got the Cleveland syndrome. They are paying Kirk Cousins a shit ton of money and probably want to get their ROI out of him.
But I think Kirk Cousins is done in Atlanta.
But he does have a no trade clause.
Yeah, but there's nothing saying that they can't buy him out.
Well, that's true.
And he could release the no trade clause. But nobody's going to want that contract for a 38-year-old quarterback who just came off an Achilles injury. Same shit with Rodgers. Nobody is going to trade for Aaron Rodgers because A, he's 40-something years old, doesn't look that good, and came off an Achilles injury.
But there will be a team out there that will sign Aaron Rodgers just because it's Aaron Rodgers.
Absolutely, and it's something that Las Vegas sounds like they're getting ready to do.
Okay. So, an Eagles fan thought it would be a good idea to throw a terrible towel out of the top of the stadium Sunday. Does he not
Philadelphia,
know?
welcome to the terrible towel curse. Thank you for doing that, by the way. So now I don't have to worry about nothing.
Maybe he should have consulted the Ravens, the Jags. So the Broncos Bengals game, originally scheduled for December 28th, has been flexed to Saturday. Sunday the 29th has been flexed to Saturday the 28th at 2:30.
Why?
Oh no, it gets better. Also, the Dolphins Browns game that was scheduled for Sunday night football has been replaced with another stupid game, the Falcons in Washington for week 7. That is not an improvement.
So week 17, right? Right.
Mhm.
Okay. Choo. Damn, we have the NFL Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. There's games like, well, we're on Monday Night Football, so yeah, there's no good games this week. But Green Bay, Minnesota. How is that not the Sunday night game? Ew,
I don't
I'm gonna
know.
have to root for the Cheese Fucks. Yeah. 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 I think I'm gonna be sick. Disgusting.
Anyway, could you see Mike Vrabel as the next head coach of the Bears, the Jets, or maybe the Patriots if they decide to move on from Gerard Mayo?
Uh, if New England was gonna hire Vrabel, they would have done it this past season.
Do you
But
think he'd be a good fit for the Bears or the Jets? Or maybe the
nobody's a good
Raiders?
fit. Nobody's a good fit for the Bears or the Jets. But that's just my opinion on that.
What's your thoughts on the onside kick?
It's fucking stupid. Having to declare that you're about to onside kick it gets rid of the whole fucking point of the onside kick.
See, this should have been your rant.
The onside kick is supposed to be a way to catch a team off guard, correct?
Yes.
So why the fuck do you have to declare to let the team know, hey, I'm about to onside kick it? That just gives them more of an advantage to get the fucking ball. So here's my option to fix it, right? Get rid of the onside kick entirely. Fuck that, right? You get the ball from the 35. Your own 35 is 4th and, let's say 10, 4th and 15, whatever. If you get it, congrats. You get to keep the football. If not, oh well, you suck. It would be better than the onside kick. The offense stays out there, and you want the league to be more leaning towards offense, no? So
Which
boom,
is the
there you
stupidest
go.
fucking bullshit I've ever heard.
So boom,
I
there
like
you
good
go.
defense.
Well, you can have both.
Yeah, you can, but the NFL keeps ruining it. So that's all I have for topics to discuss. So
Well then,
let's get into last week's games. How?
the Rams beat the 49ers 12-6 by only getting field goals.
Sounds like a fucking Steelers game.
Well, here's the better part. Both teams only scored field goals.
Sounds like a Steelers Ravens game with Tucker and all of his.
Sunday started at 1 o'clock, like always. Kansas City beat Cleveland 21-7. Cleveland fucking blows, so that's not surprising. Cincinnati beat
Cleveland
Tennessee.
is the mistake by the lake.
Well, Ohio itself is a mistake, but Cincinnati beat Tennessee 37-27.
It was a close game.
The Commies beat the Saints 20-19 after the Saints magically got the clock to stop with no timeouts for 4 seconds and led to a touchdown, but they failed the 2-point conversion. Lamar Jackson throws for 5 touchdowns against the Giants, winning 35-14. The Cowboys kill Carolina 30-14.
And
The
this was a
Jets
game where Carolina was actually favored, had
to
like
win.
favorite to win.
The Jets finally win a football game 32-25, but they played Jacksonville, so is it really a win?
Jacksonville was actually up in that game too.
Houston beats Miami, clinching the AFC South, by the way, so congrats, Houston. And Tua threw 3 picks and almost costed me my game in fantasy, so fuck you, Tua. You suck. Denver beats Indianapolis 31-13. So, congrats, Denver. Pittsburgh loses to Philly 27-13, but the Steelers did clinch a playoff spot.
Okay. Refs can sucked in this game. Mike Tomlin needs to learn clock management yet again, which is something we harped on since he's fucking been the coach. TJ got hurt.
And TJ's fine.
Fuck the Eagles. I hope the terrible towel curse fucking gets y'all.
Can it also get Minnesota while you're at it?
If Minnesota does something to the terrible towel, then yes.
Can we have Miss Judy do something to the terrible towel?
I don't know if it works that way.
But anyways, Arizona beat New England 30-17. Tampa Bay wins 40-17 over the Chargers.
That was a shock.
And well, Buffalo beat the Lions 48-42. The Lions lose Carlton Davis, Aleem McNeil, and David Montgomery. Everything's fine. Also, fun fact, Jared Goff is the first ever player in the NFL to win a game throwing 5 interceptions, but to lose a game throwing 5 touchdowns in the same season.
You go, Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
Hey, both quarterbacks balled the fuck out. I do want to see Buffalo again because I feel like with a healthier defense, we are the better team.
I tend to agree with that.
But I'm not going to blame injuries for us losing. They just came in there and outplayed us. I mean, the injuries, yes, suck. And it's probably the major part why we lost. But I'm not going to sit here and say that's the only reason we lost. We just got outplayed. Anywho, Sunday night, Green Bay wins 30-13 over Seattle, and Geno Smith got hurt. And I don't know what that injury is looking like for him, so Sam Howell might be starting for Seattle this week.
Can Seattle get rid of those ugly neon green uniforms? They're like the
What?
most
I like
atrocious
'em.
thing on TV. They are atrocious to look at on TV.
The Bumblebee Steelers jerseys
are atrocious to look at on TV.
I'd much rather wear the neon green Seattle jerseys than go around looking like a bumblebee.
Hey, Bumblebee's pretty cool. Don't be talking about him.
I'm not talking about the Transformer. I'm just talking about those ugly ass jerseys the Steelers wear.
I agree, they're ugly ass.
Monday we had 2 games. Minnesota beat the Bears 30-12. Knocking the Bears got eliminated from the playoffs on Sunday without even playing.
What?
And then Atlanta wins 15-9 over the Raiders.
Sounds like a very boring game.
It probably was. I didn't watch it because I watched the Bears. I know the one week I need them to the 1 week I need them to fucking win, they fucking can't because they fucking suck. So, anywho, guess it's time to make picks for this week.
Yes, and last week you went 13-3. I went 11-5.
Woohoo! So starting tomorrow, the AFC West battle between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Ooh.
The Chargers have not won a game against a team over 500, so give me Denver. Bo Nix gets a 10-win season in his rookie year. And will make his case on why he should be Offensive Rookie of the Year.
I think I'm going to take Denver also.
And Saturday, we have 2 games. One starting at 1 o'clock on NBC/Peacock. Houston plays Kansas City.
I'm taking the cheaters.
I will also be taking the Kansas City Chiefs.
You had it right.
And bum 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 bum. 4:30 on Fox, we have the Steelers versus the Ravens.
You know what's going to be weird about this? A, it's on Fox, and Tom Brady's on the call.
Give me
Where are they playing this game at?
Baltimore. I
You
think the
taking
Ravens
Baltimore?
are
Or
going to win.
You taking the Ravens?
Yep.
Oh, taking the Steelers.
And Sunday, your Detroit Lions go to Chicago to take on the Bears. And I just think the injuries on defense are going to cost the Lions this game too. So,
You're picking the Bears?
yep.
What the fuck? I'm taking the Lions.
We're too hurt on defense.
Next man up, bitches.
Yeah, and next man up is going to be a fucking 4-year-old toddler.
Well, I mean, you could have put on your Aiden jersey and showed up at practice.
Yeah. Anyways, Giants play Atlanta in Atlanta. So give me the Falcons.
I think I'm going to take the Falcons also.
Michael Penix is gonna explode all over the Giants. I mean, I could keep this going all day.
Yeah. But let's not move on.
The Browns, we have the Battle of Shithio as the Browns play the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
I'm going to take the Bengals also.
Tennessee played Indianapolis at Lucas Oil. Give me the Colts. The Rams had the MetLife to play the Jets. Give me the Rams.
The Rams play the Jets. You're taking the Rams.
Yep.
What's the Rams record?
8-6.
I'm gonna take the Rams. I almost thought about taking the Jets there.
Philly plays Washington on the road. Give me Philly.
I'm going to take the Eagles, but I hope the curse works and that the Redskins get the win.
Arizona plays the Panthers.
Cardinals all day.
Give me Arizona. Minnesota heads out west to play Seattle. Give me Minnesota.
Yeah, that 12th man in Seattle doesn't work anymore.
New England goes to play Buffalo in Buffalo. Give me the Bills.
Dude, this could be like a 60-2 or 60-3 game.
In what might be the worst game of the year, Jacksonville plays Las Vegas. Who wants to lose more?
Yes, should be the title of the game.
It depends who's starting at quarterback for Vegas, but give me Jacksonville.
I'm taking the Jags because they're my second team.
San Francisco plays Miami. Give me Miami.
They're playing in Miami.
They're playing in Miami.
Might take me on me too.
And then Sunday night, we have Tampa Bay versus Dallas. Give me Tampa.
Yes, Tampa run all over them bitches.
And then Monday night, we only have one game again. We have the Saints versus the Packers. And give me the Packers.
The Packers. I'm gonna take the Packers too.
And well, that is it for football this week.
Those are all the games.
Yep.
No more buys.
No more buys. Just football here on
Okay.
out.
Football here on out. So, are you looking for? What are you looking forward to in what is this week 16?
15.
Week 15. What are you looking forward in the games coming up? I'm looking forward to my Steelers beating your Ravens.
If the Lions can actually win a game with no defense.
I am looking forward to Jacksonville actually beating the Raiders. Because if they lose to the fucking Raiders, then that fucking team needs to be blown up.
Wow.
And I'm also looking forward to seeing if the terrible towel curse actually hits Philadelphia now. Anything else?
Uh-huh.
What?
Go Lions.
That's it?
Yep.
I agree. Go Lions. So, that is it for this week's episode of the Mid Football Review. Please like, subscribe, and share the show. And we'll be back next week discussing football, how the first round of the college playoffs went, and will they need to be improved? So until
Yes.
then, keep on being mid and keep on throwing your balls around. And we will see you next week. Bye, guys.
Bye.